All right, YouTube, good morning. Welcome back. I think we are good. Facebook is looking good. Twitch is looking good. My voice is a little on the lower side here, so I'll speak up a bit. I know a lot of people usually say, hey, Relentless, your audio is so low compared to the rest of people on YouTube. So I'll speak up a bit, and I'll write up the watch list here, which I believe we might have already been posted here by Marcelo. But yeah, there's just two stocks really. ICCM a little cheaper, and FEMY. Those are the two that are looking good. So we're gonna get in tune here with our trend lines, and we'll see what's going on. Harley, what's up? Maysam, Big Steve, how you guys doing? Good morning to the team here tuning in on YouTube. So FEMY, we traded this stock twice last week, I believe, and today it's up and coming again, and it looks great if you ask me. We got a high point of 430. So far, we've had a low down there at 324, but we're currently uptrending, and this is exactly what I like to see. We've had a push here earlier around 7 a.m., which went to 380, and right now we're holding well above that level. So this is looking very good. Not bad at all. 85 for that high. So coming into the open, I'm going to look forward to being aggressive here if this thing can continue to hold up above 85. Maybe, again, we can see a nice surge into the open for a push, and it's already starting off here a little bit with some volume. So FEMY looking like it's on to good things here so far today. On the daily, we had a couple of levels mapped out, which were, let's see here, 1079 and 1375, which is definitely a ways away. Let's see if there's anything before then that could be interesting. There's the alarm for screen share. So, maybe $8, 8.10, but not crazy obvious. Going down, we have 594 high volume day going back to November of last year, November 24th to be precise. 594, maybe that's an area, but again, it doesn't look super obvious. Just a small topping wick, but the candle did close green, a little bit of selling pressure there. Yeah, other than that, I think we're looking decent. So moving on here to ICCM. Let's see here, ICCM. We'll go to dual screen, by the way, just in case something else is moving up right now. We can be aware of it. Let's pop that open. Guys, if you're tuning in on YouTube, by the way, hit that thumbs up. Don Juan, I see all you guys, JP, Brad, Gus. Guys, hit the thumbs up. Let's get up there to 200 likes. We got to get aggressive for the like goal again moving forward into this new month. So be sure to hit that thumbs up. And let's continue here. So we got 123 for ICCM. And this is also a stock we've traded before in the past. The low has been 87.03. Not bad. I'd love to see us hold the area here. We're kind of down and sideways. If we get over 94, I'd start to get interested potentially for that break over 1. The 200 EMA is at 25 on this stock. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on in case it does get back to those pre-market highs. And let's see, are there any key daily levels other than that we'll want to watch? So going back to December of last year, we've had 192, which was the high after a move down. So we've gapped down pretty big. So 192 seems fair, but the high the day before that gap down was 473. So that's a pretty big move up and then a drop. So it went from 75 cents all the way to 473 and then dropped and popped high of 192 and then kind of trend down all the way really up until now. So Last year, December is when we traded this one. I would have hoped that I had a nice day back then. And we're going to look forward to another good day here today if this stock wants to give us some nice opportunities. So those are the two. Of course, for me, FEMY, I think I prefer this one. It's a little bit more high in price. It's in that sweet spot for me, which is between 4 and let's say 15. So I'm going to look forward to trading this one here. I'm going to get acquainted. I'm going to get ready. Let's remember to turn on our screen recording. And of course, we'll talk about the risks of day trading. So make sure your screen recordings are turned on. So guys, remember, day trading, like any other field, any other profession, any other business, is risky. It has its pros, it has its cons. And we recommend highly that if you're new, or even if you've been around but you're not consistent, that you approach the market in a way where your exposure is limited, your exposure to risk, that is, because where there is reward and where you can make money, there's also risk and you can lose money. And if you don't have a good system that's working well for months, years, it's best to go in a slow, safe way until you get to the consistency you're looking for. So utilize utilize paper trading, the simulators. Utilize risk money. As the 2-minute warning is going off. Yeah, utilize those things, protect yourself as you go. And remember that me doing live streams and recaps are not an invitation to copy trade. All right, there's a formal way of learning, which we can talk about more as the day progresses, right? There's a formal way of learning. So remember, copy trading and those things like that is just nonsense and is the equivalent of gambling. You have to have a good system. Lastly, be very careful of the fake accounts. There's been fake accounts popping up left and right all across social media, including Discord, TikTok, Instagram, everything. Remember that me nor the guys that you guys will see around the channel, right? All the other members, whether Marcelo, Crispy, Tim, none of us, we don't invest money for our subscribers or followers. So we'll never ask for money and we will never ask for any sensitive or personal information. So be very safe out there, be careful. We'll continue to ban, block, and report these people from the communities. But as we ban them, they create new accounts. So just stay safe out there and keep that in mind. So with that being said, let's take it here into the open. I'm looking forward to the opportunities. Another beautiful day. Guys, hit that thumbs up as we're heading into the open. Hit that thumbs up. The goal today, 200 likes. Let's get it. Another beautiful day. Feel good, feel great. Feel lovely. I believe Tesla is having earnings right now too, which should be interesting for some of you who are trading the large cap, so you guys can keep a heads up there. It might be a little bit more of a volatile day. So here we go. It stopped here for me, some quick trades. We broke the seller there, but it's back down. Okay, no good. Well, it's holding. It's a little all over the place though. Low of 93, high of 20. We didn't quite hold the whole dollar, but it's holding up. Okay, pretty good. Seems to be having a bit of trouble up here. Huge seller, 156,000. But getting bought up. 110. I think they might have canceled. How far is it gonna go? Okay, not quite. Back down. Let me zoom in a bit. So we got some scratch trades to start the day. Some scratch trades. So we got a high 45. Mm, 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 mm. mm. 13. The dip not holding super well. We now have a doji on the 5. So a lot of selling and a lot of indecision. The low is 92, the highest 45. We're back at 412. So the stock is not holding up very well. We've given back more than 50, 60% of the move. We'll see if it's able to bounce. Low 405 on this current candle. I think it's crucial we close this 5-minute candle above at least 20. Right now, there's 2 minutes left in the 5-minute candle, and we're looking pretty soft, pretty weak. The other one, on the other hand, is also down. 1-minute candle to make the new high is at 84. But we'll see if there's anything there. I'll throw out a starter. We'll see. Small size. ICCM, false breakout. For red to green. Coming back, we got a high of 18 and a low of 02. So the candle's getting bought up here in the last few minutes, which is a good sign. This I like to see. There are some big sellers though. Again, we saw that 150. Here's another big seller. Some of the shares are getting bought up. So I think the candle's looking pretty healthy at this point. Can we see a good entry? I like what I'm seeing. But can we get a nice good entry if possible? It's holding. Can we hold? Can we hold? Can we continue? I must have gotten a high fill or something. Should have been back flat. Short sellers are covering, which is good. But it's pretty volatile. Limit orders might make sense on this one here in some areas, especially. It's like it's trying, but it's also having a lot of trouble as it's trying to give the push. Despite that kind of a skip right there. I gotta be patient and make sure I watch the areas that I expect, not be too aggressive. Can we see the new high? Can we see the new high? Can we see the new high? All right, fair fill. Titanic. Titanic. Not a bad trade. Big pullback though. The low is at 25, and our candle is looking pretty weak on the 5 minute. So it's probably rejecting here. There's not a lot of time left, only a couple seconds. We might go back down to low teens if we can't see a good bounce quick. And, well, not quite 21. Maybe it's coming though. Yeah, it's not holding up its levels super well, especially after holding up that first time going down. The pullback is just giving back the entirety of the move. The first pullback did pretty good here. Second pullback back to where we started out 10 minutes ago. So the stock's just not holding up very well. Which is why it's always tricky in those areas. I'm in at 45. I like the entry. And here's mid-teens. But it's like if you add into the move, it's not awful, but you got to know that the risk you're taking on is much higher. And you got to keep that stop the same. Because 33, you could think, okay, it's not a bad area to add if it's going to hold and curl back up. But if not, you got to be ready. These stocks, these stocks, I tell you, man. Let's see how this one here is going to do. Well, I don't have time to change it. Hold up. Damn, highest possible fills. It's let's get it on screen. ICCM. Despite being cheap, it has the tendency to drop down a couple of cents, so you still have to be careful as it's attempting a push through VWAP here. Good green there, no move through. I'm gonna give it a sec. Waiting for that big green. Oh, still holding. Let's see. Can we see that volume spike here? Could just be rejecting VWAP here. So I don't want to hold it too long coming down. It wouldn't be a bad pullback otherwise if it's coming into the level, but going up to it could just be a rejection. Show level 2. I cannot show level 2, unfortunately. What a disaster of a stock. ICCM, FEMY to the depths. Well, not good. And I had small size, I think, today too, or just 2K. I just had 2K shares on this FEMY. You know, 4K would have been like aggressive. I had 3,500 ready in another order entry. I'd say 4K, especially for the people buying like more multiple times. This one is back down. ICCM is back down. Good potential, but not great follow through. This particular trade, though, I should have held longer on FEMY. This dip was pretty good. The only issue that I had is that the drop to the dip came in such an unexpected area. I actually attempted like a small scalp for a couple cents going up, and immediately the dip started. Like it's just teleporting down. So I had to cut the trade here to buy back lower, and I think I got 42, but did sell early. Sold mid 50s. Should have given it more time to push 65 at least. High of day was 72, so left about 10 cents there. But other than that, it's, the first pullback, very, very sizable. I attempted 11 here, which would have been around this area. We had a low of 05. Attempted 4 here, and we had a low of 92. Unless that was the first, maybe that was the first candle, I don't know. I think we had a low of 92. I'm pretty sure I saw 92 on the level 2. Maybe I'll have to look back at that, but yeah. Anyhow, we curled up 33, 66, 75, and then back down. $22. So right now, just waiting for the next opportunity. The NOX. There's a few others. The NOX though, stock from a few days ago. The daily chart's not the best. Well, we are breaking out over VWAP. Volume is somehow having issues. Yeah, MNTS looks alright too. Although, let's see how. Okay, yesterday's high is not bad. This was decent. 8, 74, 49. MNTS has a spread to it to the downside here. It's pushing up. Not the best price action on the level 2. On the other hand, BNOX held up its pullback. There's a small seller. There's some green on the tape. Not much. Okay. Can we hold up this area now at 50? It's trying BNOX, but struggling still for that break of 50. But we'll see how it does. We'll give it some more time. So far, so good though in terms of the bigger context, bigger picture. Just a little bit of short-term resistance there, 50, 55 area. So let's see how it continues to do. Good initial break though. I don't love the price action here, but we'll give it time. There's still a lot of red. I don't, I'm not sure if there's a hidden buyer. It's not dropping though, but the volume is slowing down. Tight stops as always. Tight stops for me here. Let's see how it does. BNOX. BNOX. Oh, I might have been out a little too soon there. There are buyers coming in, which is a good sign here. I don't mind getting aggressive here if I get an opportunity to. If I see the opportunity, I'll take it. The other one is hitting 280 again. I should have just took it higher, but yeah. So MNTS hitting 80, 90. Opportunity will cost, as always. Why am I not at 1500, man? Not good. I thought I was at 1500. No immediate spike off that big bid. But there is some green coming in. I'm going to take some here below high of day. The position did not go according to plan. I thought I had 15 and I was planning to add another 15. But we didn't see the selling pressure. But I could have took it high at 44, I think it was. Here's another big bid. We should see the new high. They're walking up the ladder. Can we see it? Can we see the breakout here? The bid just evaporated. Great. I don't even think they got filled, man. What was that? So we have some manipulation here. I'll have to watch that back. And then back to the lows, just like that. Huge spread there, too. Jeez Louise. I tell you with these stocks. And to the depths. To the depths. Yeah, we're not holding up well today. MNTS. That one is pushing. Switching gears. But, again, big spreads at times. The dip down there, VWAP looks like it was a good trade. But we'll see what it does here. Tricky. There are some sellers too. Okay. Okay. Sellers again. I like that it's slingshotting back up here though every time, but the spread to the downside is just so much risk. You know, especially if we don't go to like 315, it's just not worth it. So can we break and hold? There's three, not quite. Some more sellers. Do we have shares? Hard to borrow. Can we hold? Can we hold? Or am I out too soon? 97. Should be mooning here. And I must have gotten a high fill on that second ad. So gotta be quick. It's rejecting the break of three here. So we're seeing a 5 minute pullback. It would seem. I might take it here a little lower if it comes. False breakout into a pullback. We got highs at 11. What a day. What interesting price action. The dip wasn't bad on the 5 minutes for the 5 minute pullback, but a one and done essentially. No lingering at the lows, quick red to green. It seems like we might be facing some headwinds here. 17. The average, can I see it? Bro, there's no way I got filled at 6 right there. Come on, man. We'll still make a penny, but come on. Jeez. That spread is crazy there. The only bad thing is this, if I buy the bids right there, it's harder to get a good fill. I don't mind the re-average. Can we get it? No, it's not enough selling. Not a great fill there for a couple cents. BNOX, by the way, has curled back up. What a day. Right now we are red 790. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. BNOX, that's 370. Curled back up from below VWAP. It's a little bit more active, but the price action is still pretty crazy. For those of you watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, the goal today is 200 likes. If we can get to 200 likes, that would be good. Not the momentum. The price action today has been not great. Opportunities, but very, very tricky. A little too much volatility on FEMY with the bigger drops going down. And so, like this time last year, the pullbacks continue to be huge and humongous. Even with the small size, we're giving back a decent amount with good entries. High of this candle was 13. MNTS. Good fill. Can we see the quick pop? If it goes over 18, we probably could get a nice move to 30, 35, maybe even 50 if it's really strong. Because this consolidation has kind of been, a little longer, a bit of like a grind up. So if it does take off, it could be good. But maybe it continues in this like slower grinding manner. We would definitely need a lot of short sellers covering over those highs to see something good. Where are those bulls? Where are those bulls? There's another good sized bid. Can we get 6, 7, 8 out of this push? Volume seems to be slowing down. Probably not. Probably not. Ay, ay, ay. It's like scraping the bottom of the pot. It's like if this thing needs to get going. There's 10. Right now it's scraping the burnt food at the bottom. 7. Not particularly great, but okay. Alright, maybe a little too high. 10. Can we get the breakout? Can we get the breakout? Just a few sellers there. Oh, 15. Okay, can we see something? Can we see something? Do not fail. Do not. Oh, 03, 02, 02, 02. Tight stops for me here in case it does want a Titanic. Okay, good bids at 10. I'm going to give this a chance. I'm going to give this a chance here. We should get a new high. We should get a new high. Short seller should be scared here. KB, where are those bulls, KB? Where are those bulls? They gotta talk to us nicely. I'm gonna bring out my big boy size here. If this goes. Big size RT coming. Take me to the moon. Take me to Pluto. I don't want to be doing too many attempts if it doesn't want to go. Good, good, good. Good. Baby sellers. Do not. Good. Can we see the move? Can we see the follow through? Short sellers are afraid here. They're afraid. We got 330. Let's see how far this can go. Can we get to 35, 40, 45, 50? You guys? Not quite. Try again, try again. No, 30, 31, 31. The volume is a little low. Maybe it goes here though. 34. The volume is a little low, but it's trying for the new high. It's always something with these stocks. And again, it's like there's the opportunity here for the higher they scalp, but it's just so tricky. A little too aggressive, maybe. It looks like it might take off here, though. Might try a couple more times. If it goes over 50, I'm bringing out big size again. Well, we gotta hold. Okay, maybe we need that bigger drop. There are bids, though. It's holding tight. Very minimal selling pressure here. There we go. That's the entry I want. Big bids, big bids, big bids is what we need to continue. 46, come on, don't give me those type of fills in this crucial area. New high, can we see it? It's tight risk. 42 by 45. Right now, I'm just watching for the new highs. Can we see the new highs over 50? We got a big buyer down there. Can that positively influence the stock? Okay. We're getting big bids all the way up here, but again, still kind of struggling a bit. Ay, ay, ay. Talk to me nicely here. That trade is infamous. And it's bouncing up even more. People are watching that trade with size, man. So I gotta also take size too. Can I get the new high? Bit of a churn. There's a seller. There's a buyer rather there. Not quite holding up. I don't like this stock. I don't like this stock though. There's opportunities, but it's just not. It's not it. You know, because there's. I feel like the risk is kind of high here, higher than I would like. So whilst I could make money with these small scalps, it's like, one trade really to the downside is like I'm gonna be back to flat. Only milking a couple of cents at a time. I'd rather there be a great fill, great fill. Thank you, Thinkorswim. Lovely. All right, let's wait in case it gives another big drop. I don't think this is a bad pullback at all. Time, volume. Gonna be active. Let's cut this. Maybe we reduce risk and wait. Just in case this does some nonsense. We got we gotta protect ourselves. I got a good fill in that flush down, man, because sometimes you get a terrible fill on the spread and it's like awful. I don't want to be too heavy. Let's see. If not, I'll get chopped out here. Good bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. 40 is the high of this area. There's the 10,000 orders. People are liking it now. 40 is the high of this area. So let's see how it does. 40 is the high of the flag. Can we get over the high of this flag? Is that possible for MNTS here to show some strength that the bulls are still alive? Is it possible? Is it possible? There's risk and there's reward. There's reward and there's risk. So far, we got a high of 37. The 5 minute candle has time, so I'm going to give it some time to soak in. And can we see a push through 40? I think if we can get above 40 with volume, this starts to look real for a retest of the highs. I'm going to adding back to my position. Stops are the same. This pullback is typical, so I don't mind adding. Just small increments though for me, not like sizing up huge, but yeah. Diamond hands here unless this fails, right? I'm going to try my best to hold this the high of day if it gets over 40. If not, I'll let it stop me out wherever, you know. Well, let's not say it like that. I have a stop in mind, of course. Can't just be here without a stop, or else, you know, stock goes to zero and you're bankrupt, right? So are we going to get bought up nicely here on this dip, or is this the end of the line? Which one is it? I might add again if it's good. If not, I'll be out. Unwinding. Are we holding? It's hanging by a thread. And this is where the short sellers are feeling good. But the bulls are still holding on. Can we see something? See, in these areas, I don't mind at all. But it's just bad whenever and it's actually still holding. Oh, they're in trouble, man. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. The bulls are still hanging on. It's not over yet. Can we get one last hurrah? The new 5 minute candle is 3 minutes out. And okay, maybe I'm playing with fire. Alright, we're gonna cut it to lows. As we're making a new low. No red to green. For now. Looking there for the bounce back to 35.40. Son of a gun. Son of a gun, man. Chops me out. So it's still trying it. I'm gonna jump in. It might just keep going. Tight stop, small size. It might just keep going. Hold such a nice trade so long, man. But that's day trading for you, right? Let's try not to give back too much here, though. Can't you can't make this stuff up. think it looks great here. So, if the volume comes again, I'm gonna watch to see if we can get the push through 40. $36, which is not bad from that low of 15 or so. I'm gonna wait to see how this 5 minute candle closes. We did kind of give back a little too much, but that's kind of expected once you're putting a stop in place. You gotta expect to lose something if the trade doesn't work. Huge bear flag here. Right now, we are unfortunately red on the day, 340. Kind of had it to flat there for a little, but we had a losing trade there at the lows. It seems to be struggling a bit. So I'm just going to wait for this candle to close out and then we'll see. Brad, tiny green, giving back a little off the top. Okay, we're back at 30. It's still, still fighting. Ay, ay, ay. The Momo, a little tricky today. I guess for FEMY, I think like maybe I could have been more aggressive towards the break of three because the first time around I tried it like 6 times, and again, going back to like your mental capital, I tried the break of three like 6 times, small winning trades for just like 1 cent, not really seeing much. So the second time it comes up, I'm a little hesitant because I'm like, is it gonna go right away or is it gonna just keeping that back and forth? I don't attempt to trade, it rips up over three, kind of, on my heels after the sequence there. Gotta be in front of the move, not behind, so I can capture those trades. BNOX coming up here for break of four. It's another stock that's just hard to trust. All right, good trade. Can we hold? Scratch trades. Good trade to losing trades. The break of the level looking good. The hold of the level not so good. What a roller coaster. Net red, 25 bucks there. I'll pull it up on the screen when I can. Bro, these fills on the ask is just like, just terrible, man. Just money to the wind. I'll ease off there. This other one is coming down too. In at 95, out at like 402 for BNOX, and then losing trades from there. So there's 12. Fair fill. A little bit of a spread there, but big bid, 20K size, 20,000 share bid. I'm gonna take the couple of cents. Doesn't want to keep going though. That bid is still there. There's 11. A lot of red. Want to see the breakout of a 12. Can we get it? Good bid coming in. And it's like with all these big bids, we should be flying, man. We only got to 15. So short sellers and just a lot of selling in general here today. Some of these areas. More volume. 8 by 9. There's 9 by 10. Oh, not a 10, but back to 9 on the ask. So, what time is it? It's 10:42. Wow, I didn't even realize the first hour is up. Oh, no, no, I should have held that. Come on. Oh, 03? Oh, yeah, I should have held that a little bit. I think there's a hidden buyer there, but I'm not sure. Ay, ay, ay. A little too jumpy there, a little too tight on the stop. Missed out on a couple cents. Ay, ay, ay. What time is it? 43. I think I'll probably trade to 11:30. And we'll go from there. We'll see if any more opportunities continue higher, continue to come. So hopefully you guys were able to do well here in the MMU chat. Likewise with the YouTube stream and just the Discord as a whole. All right, the community as a whole. Hopefully you guys were able to manage risk today and connect on some trades, because it's been another crazy day here in the market. MNTS not finished yet. Still curling up. This is getting interesting here. $29. Can we hold? Can we hold? We need to hold up these key levels. Looking like a false breakout unless we can get back to 40. Still in range, so we got to hold up this candle. We got to hold up this candle here. Let's see what it does. If not, maybe a false breakout. There's 3 seconds left, and we're going to close at 34. High of 43. Looks like a bit of a topping wick, some selling. But we're still in range, so short seller potentially at 35, 19,000. Um, the tape is just, and the level 2 here are so interesting. We know this is not a big seller. Green, but nothing. Back down. All right, I'll ease off there again. It seems like it's losing a bit of steam, and just wait. Well, hold that thought. Tell you, these stocks, man, I'm gonna go crazy one of these days. Where are those bulls? Can we see the move through 40? Is it possible? Great fill right there. Great fill. Because there was a slight spread. Thinkorswim finally paying me off here. But can we hold up? A little bit of a volatile area. The selling in this area is real though. If it goes over 40, I want big size. Big size scalps. KB, this is it. This is it. Where are those bulls? There they are. 47. Can we see this? I start buying and getting aggressive. It's a little too soon. Crazy stock, man. The stock is like a, well, I'm not even going to use that analogy. We got a low of 38, high of 51 on the current 1 minute candle. The current 5 minute candle is looking pretty bullish. So I'm still watching and waiting. Not the best entry there. And it's struggling. Or just a maybe slightly bigger pullback before. I'd love to see us holding above 40 here. But we're pushing low 30s. Could be a great dip though. Or push back 45. We're just a little low for my liking here. So let's see how it holds up. There was 28 on the bids. Can we bounce back? $27. Pixie. Actually didn't, yeah, it's hitting the scans. I'm dialed in on that one. Missing Pixie. Pixie is mooning. Previous high of day was at 08. We currently have a high of 20. This one is continuation as well. 138 could be a good target. But showing up late to the show like this and trying to buy it a very high might not be the best idea here for me. So, I mean, well, we'll see. If there's high volume still coming in, I don't mind, but it depends. $6.40 on MNTS. And MNTS is selling off hard here. Short sellers winning that battle. Yeah, so when we break over the pirate flag, which is 40, we don't want to be going back below 40 by so much. If we can hold tight at the level, 38, 37, and then get back above. It's literally 1 cent at a time. Okay, there's 30. 35 was a key daily level. Oh, and it's coming up aggressively actually. It's currently 10:53 a.m. Man, MNTS having a hard time. Is he gonna get through 38 right here? That's some strange price action, but okay. It actually has good upside potential. Well, that's not good. Right as I said that. Dropped to 23. And there's some good bids coming in there too, man. Jeez Louise, back down. So low right there, 23. Let's see how long we can hold up that level. We gotta hold up 23. Can we hold up 23? It is a new 5 minute candle, so we could pull back some more. I'll be watching. That entry might have been a little too aggressive up there anyways. BNOX. I have it off screen. And it's mooning. Mooning. So from 15 we got to 39, pretty decent. Pixie not bad, but BNOX gave a better move, I would say. I'll keep an eye on Pixie though. I'll probably take a starter here. VWAP though is still all the way down there, 13. Let me see. I think this is good. I need some more share size though. Draw a bid. Oh, BNOX 44. Okay, can Pixie hold up its lows? Oh, nope. Red Pixie, red $10. It's breaking below VWAP even. There, a bit of a bounce to 16, but again, the pullbacks these days, man. From 36, 35 to 10. The move up was pretty aggressive though, so I guess, but if it's gonna come down like that, it need to at least bounce back to 25 minimum to be a good bounce. BNOX having a hard time. There hasn't been a monthly recap because of the issue with what's it called, TraderView and TD. But I'm gonna still post one anyways, regardless of the skewed metrics. We are currently scratch day here in the beginning of the month. It's always good if you can get yourself out of a bigger hole at the beginning. I realize the worst thing for most traders is just big red days, like if you can keep them tight and just have a few of them, it's that's all you really need. Can you keep the red days tight and few and far apart? I'm gonna ease it down here though a little bit, unless we really see something again. Just gonna be patient and keep watching. A lot of big drops and then a big move, like right here, BNOX, like let's say the bear trap, right? We break down looking like we're failing, and then buyers just come in out of nowhere twice, leading into a huge eruption. Sometimes it's a little tricky, right? Especially if you kind of switch away. If you switch away too early, you definitely can miss it. October, September, October. It'll be nice to see like like right now what we need is like a crazy stock, like one of those stocks that'll go to 50. When one of those stocks come, there's enough aggression in the markets for like 2 months. You get one stock to go to the moon, and then buyers are just on, steroids or something. People are just aggressive. Everybody's ready to go. There's like that greed just comes in. People are sizing up, and then before you know it, everything is like flying. Sharks are getting caught early and crazy momentum. I think BNOX might be the best one to keep an eye on. So how are we doing on YouTube? So we had over 400 people at one point. Only 126 likes, man. The likes, we fell off big time. We fell off a cliff about 9 months ago with the like button. Back in the days, we used to have like, 300 people, 305 people hitting 200 plus likes in our sleep. Now the like goal is in the depths. Sometimes I forget to mention it, so that's part of it. But yeah, the people, man, it's like the people sometimes forget the value in the free live streams. So guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up for your favorite YouTuber here. It does help out the channel a lot, right? A big goal that we have here is community building, and the more thumbs up that we get, the more the channel and the live streams are recommended to people who are traders, so they can come check us out and maybe become a part of the community. They can join us every day on the YouTube live stream and hang out, trade. If they want to, they can join the Discord, check us out. For those of you who haven't seen, now that the momentum has died off and I can, I guess rant, there was a winner. There was a winner for the MMU Vegas trip, right? The promotion that we're running, coupon code Vegas. There was a winner. We spun the wheel, and Marcelo and I, we just we went straight into it. Like, hey, let's just do this thing. Let's just see who it is. And so we got on, and we spun the wheel. And Will was the person who won, who happened to be Spartan in Discord. So if you guys haven't seen, you guys can congratulate Spartan for winning the trip to Vegas. So in November, he will be with us attending the conference, Traders for a Cause. And will also be hanging out with us too outside of that. So it's going to be a good time to learn. There's going to be a lot of big name traders. I know people from Investors Underground is going to be there, Humble Trader, right? All these big names, right? Myself, right? Our group of traders are going to be there. It's going to be fun, man. We got the big Marcelo. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good time. And I'm excited. November can come tomorrow and I'll be ready. Ready to go. What I did think, I was saying that I thought someone who did the video was going to win because it like gives you more entries on the wheel. But it's crazy, man. We did have some people saying that they wanted Lucas to win, but we can't play favorites or anything like that. Uh, all the students are on equal ground. Equal ground. I think I might end the recording. Yeah, yeah, there's gonna be another vlog. There's gonna be another vlog. The vlog is gonna be better this time. I'm honestly thinking of just like hiring a professional to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe not, but maybe I don't know. The last one wasn't bad, but it comes down to remembering to record because a lot of the times you're so in the moment, you kind of are enjoying yourself and trying to also record. So like the people who are actually like making vlogs for a living, man, that stuff is crazy. You also have to be careful. You don't need a security breach showing your address and these type of things. Well, you see, here's what I'll say, right? Here's what I'll say about the this is how it looks right on the back end, right? There are people who sign up for the classes, but they use their email as their name. Like so there's like that discrepancy at times. So not knowing some people's name is like it's like you kind of know their Discord name rather than their real name, depending on how they're like putting themselves out there. Also, some people they don't want to be really like seen in the public eyes, whether it's like they have a career or something and they don't need people from their jobs to be knowing, all that stuff like that. So some people will kind of just go with like a what's the word, an alias, right? It's like they have an online name, right? Their Discord names, things like that. Yeah, it's a scratch day. We're down 120 or something. Started off down 700, 800. We climbed our way back a little bit. I don't know, the momentum in the beginning just like the opportunity was there, but it's like if you bought in the wrong areas like I did, you're gonna get smoked. Part of the deal. But yeah, so that's kind of how it goes with names. What we are still going to do is a virtual meetup just for the students. We're gonna do that. There's been some things we've been doing on the back end that's been taking up a lot of time. Also, the mentor sessions have been crazy. But yeah, that will give us a chance to, see some more faces. But even then, it'll be difficult, right? It's like you're a professor and you're in a lecture hall, which is what this is, especially when you include the people on YouTube and all that stuff. There's hundreds of people, right? So certainly everybody will know who I am, as I'm the one in front, but it's going to be hard to remember everybody. But the pastor will make a valiant attempt. And there are the people who are going to make themselves known, right? In terms of coming into a lot of mentor sessions, asking a lot of questions. Some of you guys, we've had hours of calls already, whether it's just us getting to know each other or mentor sessions where we're going over trades, things like that. I spoke to a ton of students in that way already. So we always encourage the students, like, if they have any issues once they're going through the chapters, like if you have questions still, it's something not making sense, you can reach out to me or Marcelo, and we'll set it up. But yeah, Vegas is gonna be crazy, man. Pixie, BNOX. What we really want to do, right? If things can go according to plan, is a day trading team house, like for real, like every day. But it's not something that's super easy to do. But if everybody is on the same page, we could literally do that tomorrow. Like that could be done, and I think the amount of like work that could get done from something like that would be tremendous, because there's this energy, man, when you're with the group, there's this energy, and there's this, like, you know if you know how to channel yourself properly, especially, I can't imagine the amount of work and ideas that would come out, even if it's just, let's say, 6 months or a year or something. Like, I mean, that would be crazy. But we'll see. Super internet. Yeah, we're gonna definitely need some good internet. We're working on that. If not, it's gonna be a problem. I have traded it. You really only and truly need, I believe, about 50 download speed, megabits per second, about 50. If you have about 50, you're really, really good. 20 can work well. I've traded on low as 8 and was still able to trade it. So really, let's say actually like 20 is like really like sufficient, but the higher the better. Whatever you can have to help you out. Whatever you can have. Right now, it's like this is what mine is at. Whatever you can do to, like, give yourself an edge, I guess. Although, this is just overkill. Good PC. I bought two mouses because the mouse I'm using now, I'm not sure, like, it's not like, maybe it's going. So you want to make sure your keyboard is good, your mouse, everything, your monitors. Make sure you have a good laptop or PC. We do have to take it serious. And for the people who do move on from trading eventually, you're gonna at least still have good equipment going into something else, especially if it's in the online space. You can still use it for personal use, right? So investing into decent equipment, not a bad idea. Getting the standing desk was the best decision I've made. I don't know how in the world I was sitting down for so long. The moment I got this desk, my gains went up actually. I don't talk about that enough. When I sit down, there's a burning sensation in my legs. At the moment I could sit down now, it'll happen to me. So imagine trying to trade and you have a burning sensation in your legs at every time. It's definitely distracting. Yeah, so the moment I got the desk, it's like, one less thing in my mind that's happening whilst I'm trading, which is great. As PIXY seems to be fighting here. Maybe there's something a little bit more spready than last time, but let's see what it does. So, you're trading and you can have peace of mind. That's great. It's very easy to get frustrated. So when you're at ease and you feel great mentally, you can trade freely. Like last week, Monday, I was mentioning that I felt great, and it's because the week before, as we're seeing some green here, the week before, I was doing this thing where I was getting frustrated with myself for missing entries and this thing in my mind of what if I could have, and it's not the first time it's happened to me. 31. Yeah, it's not the first time it's happened to me, but yeah. So I kind of had to just, remind myself like, hey, there's certain things that you can't control. The volatility at times, where I think I'm buying break of five. If I'm a little slow, you got to understand that maybe you can get filled at 505, 510 if you're buying market, right? It like just kind of doing a better job of accepting these things. I'm not the only person trading. There's thousands of people all over the world trading. So if I'm a little slow, rightfully so, I'll get a higher fill or whatever it might be. So just kind of like coming to terms and like accepting these things again, because I feel like the fills had gotten worse over the last couple of months compared to prior days, prior, months last year. So accepting it, moving on, and just becoming free again mentally to just show up here and just trade and not get frustrated. Like before, I think right now I've never felt this good in terms of like managing day in and day out. So we're seeing some more green. Yeah, managing day in, day out has been pretty smooth. Like I used to think about it more back in the days versus now. And there's a good trade there. Can we keep holding? We got big bids here, but we're not flying up. 16K at 35. Bro, what's up with these 1 cent moves? Like, just look at the bids that are coming in here. So I need to size down because I'm just gonna lose because I can see it coming. Whenever I'm taking good trades with size and I'm not making money, I need to size down right away, or else trouble is coming. And now there's a 48,000 share seller at 40. So let's see how well it does here. Maybe we might see a little bit of pullback. I like when they're showing the orders because everybody knows, and it looks like they canceled. Yeah, they canceled. So maybe somebody's like trying to manipulate the stock. Okay. So far, so good. It might dip more. Okay, maybe not 36. 38, 37, 36. There's somebody selling there. Are they trying to go short aggressively? Or is it just the order to get out? I got a nice entry here though. Small size. So I'll look to give this a shot. Now, can one pullback work for this day here? Or can this one pullback work? All the other pullbacks failed miserably. It is a fairly new 5-minute candle, so I gotta be careful of that bigger 5-minute dip. Although I don't think it should happen, it might be happening, so I gotta watch out for that. In which case, I want to keep it tight and then try to re-average. And we'll get the drop, no warning. Or let's say very sudden, right? Aye. So it needs to hold up here, or else again it's done. And so the theme continues of these huge pullbacks from 44 to 21. This needs to bounce up to 35 here over time. Doesn't have to be right away, but if we can have it over time, would be good. Big seller 28, 27,000. On the next stock that's like moving really well, man. I'm looking forward to that stock. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's the next day, or I don't know, but I kind of want to try something new to see. Not in terms of like strategy, but in terms of aggression. Just to see, there's something I've been studying, I've been noticing that I want to check out. This should be interesting. The next hot stock, maybe tomorrow. This pullback, maybe it does exactly what the MNTS did, which might be a longer consolidation down here. I probably should have just gotten out, but that's what happens when you have a stop loss in place, it's a couple cents. And if you hesitate to sell thinking a bounce might happen in that area, you know, there's no gradual pullback sometimes where we're coming down, 29, 28, 27. Sometimes it just teleports down 10, 15 cents. All right, I gotta get green this time and stay green. I tell you. So the bounce has been good over time. Gotten up to 35.40. If we hold high, I'll watch, but the really tight stops if we do. It's holding high. Yeah, that was kind of slow. Yeah, there's a spread too. You gotta be careful of that. This if this stock doesn't rip, come on. The volume's coming in so nicely, but not getting to capture anything here going up. Big green too on the tape, nothing. All right, easing off. 10 losing trades in a row. Another gigantic pullback. Low of 34, double bottom. Oh, I missed these. Wow. Time 34. The dips are the better entries here these last 2 weeks, but you gotta get the dip in the right area, right? So there've been some pretty big aggressive dips. If we can capture those areas, the days are looking pretty good. It's like a nice flat top breakout setting up on the 5 minute. But we need to keep going here over 44, 55, 60. Is that possible? 55, 60. You know what? I think I might let it go here. 6 48. There's green on the tape. Can we see more? 48, 49, 49, 49. Big 20,000 share bid. There's a few more orders left. Few more. Bro, 51, man. And then the bids come down. It's like the volume in these areas, despite even the sellers, it's not as high as we would like, especially compared to like previous markets. So again, the dips working out well if you can really get the time the dips properly, being in on those bigger drops, tight risk, and getting the bounce back up over time, over a few minutes. In a really hot market, we get to 50, we're at least going to see 60, 64 maybe. Even if it's not instantly, like just over time, 53, 54, 55, 56. We got 51, 1 penny. So to get the range, you need to be in fairly low and just selling into this move rather than to be trying to get a scalp to 55, 60. It's not bad. Buying higher is not bad if the stock is going to keep going up with, minimal resistance. Okay, we went from 5 to 550, but we're actually going all the way to 6. So even if you missed 5, 550 is still going to work because we're going up another 50 cents again. So when the market does shift like this, you got to be able to adjust, right? Where I would expect the pullback to be 50%, can we hold 50, 40%, even 60%? Sometimes you got to be prepared for the pullback being like 70% of a drop and still holding up after that bigger move down. Three 67, wow, more than usual. I think this is going to be a good place. I'll call today a victory. Um, I think I'll call today a victory. Scratch day. We're down 13 gross, probably like 40 net, because we did take a fair amount of trades. Is this thing going to keep climbing, or is this just a small move to then fade out? It's a pretty high bid. 9,700 shares, 57. Very aggressive. Very admirable. So there's people with reasons to believe that it'll keep going here. So let's see if it does. Another big bid, 40,055. Hmm. Not not fond of the entry here, but let's see. I'll wait. Got some big buyers coming in pretty high. Not a bad sign at all. Oh no, no, that was an accident. Jeez, wrong hotkey. Wrong hotkey. Can't be making that mistake. I was actually watching the bid and seeing that the shares were being filled as the breakout didn't really push aggressively. Trying to hit the sell button, hit the wrong hotkey. Usually I'm watching at the ask to see how the breakout is doing, but I was watching the bids there to see if it could hold. Sometimes I'm kind of switching it up a bit. Depending on the area and the risk. That was pretty high risk though. Again, the pullback only dropped down like 4 or 5 cents versus this drop to 47, which is a much, twice the size. All right, I think we'll go to 12 and we'll shut it down at 12. It's been a long live stream. Maybe this thing keeps grinding up, but there's 42 as it's teleporting down. Is the stock bullish? This is the third pullback though, so let's see. Well, maybe even one, two. I mean, I guess after the volume came, I wouldn't really count this area here. There's barely any volume. So we got one, two, and now this is the third one. I don't usually like the third pullback, so I'll kind of just wait it out here and see. So far, a low of 40. An MRI for this leg pain. I guess I probably should go at this rate. Man, can you imagine? Let me not even think about that. My legs had better be working for my lifetime. Sometimes that's how it is, though. If things happen, you gotta roll with the punches, but it's just, it's tough. It's hard. But, we always gotta make the best of it, regardless of the situation. Oh yeah, I have to update the bots. I have to update the bots to take out the code here in Discord, and on YouTube. Yeah, so it's 46. We got it. I'll be on for another 15 minutes. I'm flat on the day. Flat on the day today. Flat day. We're down 30 bucks. I'll call it. I'll take it. We were down like 800, so not great. A bit of a recovery there, so we'll take it. Yeah, all the OGs are still here. The Sphere. I think there were some talks of that. I'm not sure what that really is, but what I want to do is skydiving. But not everybody's gonna be willing to do that. I want to do it, man. Once I go skydiving and I come back, I can take 100,000 sides easy. No fear, no hesitation. I'm of course joking, but I still think it's something I want to do. I need to do it once. Oh my gosh, man. I guess it is. I guess I don't know. Maybe skydiving isn't as crazy as going down in a submarine. That's not a military grade submarine. But it is still pretty crazy. A lot of people would never consider doing it. No one asks me why I want to do it. It's just something that I've all since it became a thing years ago. After I kind of like went online and started seeing videos, it's like the day is gonna come. So the third pullback here, holding up. What do you know? We had a high of 40, a low of 40, and it's back up here. So the third pullback did its thing. Well, who's coming with shares there? Yeah, this is a good place. It's 11:51. Again, getting the bigger dips. The scalps are not really gonna pay much. I think this is gonna do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. We're ending the day. Scratch as mentioned. We'll be back tomorrow. We need to see some better action early, man. And I think it'll be a great day. Giving it one last look through. FEMY. How did we end up finishing? We might get a nice afternoon as well. But yeah, I'll be around. As long as I see something that looks good, I'll be around. So for those of you going all the way to 4 p.m., remember to stay diligent, stay patient, stay disciplined. And once you see the opportunities you like, go for it. I gotta get better, man. I feel like there's things I need to improve on. I keep making some dumb mistakes. Uh, so the challenge here continues. But again, I think once we get the next hot stock, it'll be a little bit better to test these things out. But we'll see. Take care, stay safe, stay green.